and welcome. This is Borno Restoration, the program where we bring you updates about developmental efforts of the Zulum administration. I am Jesse Tafida. Let's give you the latest on Borno today. For years, towns like Baga, Kukawa, Murti, Bama and Guza echoed with gunfire and fear. Entire communities wiped out, families scattered across IDP camps within and outside the state. The impact of insurgency on Borno was not just fiscal, it was social and emotional. Today, the story is changing. Since assuming office in 2019, Governor Zulum has made the resettlement of displaced persons a top priority, visiting remote communities, engaging with displaced families, and overseeing reconstruction efforts firsthand.
There's a lot of prostitution ongoing in this camp. There's a lot of progression without care going on in this camp. And above all, there's a lot of criminalities that are ongoing in this camp. The government of Borno will not continue to keep people in this camp. And nobody would be forced to go back to his ancestral home. If anybody decided not to go to his ancestral home, go to a separate locations which are being supported by the United Nations and other donor partners under our regional stabilization facility or under our 1 million over, you may choose to stay in Maiduguri.
Across Borno, housing units are springing up, many built with sustainability. Spearheading this effort is the Borno State Resettlement Committee, chaired by Abba Wakilbi, working round the clock, ensuring that the resettlement process is safe, voluntary and dignified. The latest in the series of resettlement is the return of people of Dara Jamal, a place once deserted due to activities of insurgents.
And to God be the glory, we have resettled 3,000 people. 1,000 temporary shelters will also be built to further resettle 3,000 people. And they have come here in good time to commence farming. So His Excellency's vision is to close down all camps and to resettle back most of our communities before the end of 2027. When you go to Banki, it's a success story. Usonguro Soye is a success story. Malum Chalumri is a success story. Bama is a success story. Ponduga is a success story. Goza is currently ongoing.
Thousands of families are now living overcrowded camps for newly built homes. Farmers are returning back to their farmlands. Children back to classes. And women learning skills to support their households. The state government has pledged to resettle all displaced persons before the end of Governor Zulum's second term in 2027, a bold but achievable target given the pace of work ongoing. Security remains a concern in some areas, but the government says it is working closely with the military and development partners to address these challenges. As returnees rebuild their lives, one brick at a time, Borno State is proving that resilience runs deep, and with the right leadership, healing is not just a dream, it's a plan in motion.
Uh,
100 women gathered in hope and resilience, many of them survivors of conflict and disaster. For years, they've battled displacement, joblessness, and the emotional toll of insecurity. Now, through the Women Empowerment for Sustainable Income Generation project, also known as the We Sing, they've been trained in vocational skills like tailoring, food processing, and financial literacy.
We thank Manos Unidas for giving us the funds to support these vulnerable women. And in partnership with JDPC Salama Center has trained these women and given them the skills. My call to the women is to seek to use this opportunity, first of all, to improve their self-worth, to increase their family income, and through the things that they have learned here, to be able to establish themselves. So these things we are giving them are like seeds.
Funded by Manos Unidas, the project aims to restore dignity and create pathways to self-reliance for these women, many of whom are breadwinners of their families.
It's about building resilience of the most vulnerable. And one of the most vulnerable groups in our society are widows. The effects of the insurgency, some of them were widowed because of the activities of Boko Haram. And so we thought it wise to begin this initiative to give them empowerment.
The We Sing project is part of a broader push to empower communities and reduce poverty in conflict-affected regions of Borno State, one woman at a time. This support from the Justice Development and Peace Commission in partnership with Salama Center and other donors has put smiles on the faces of the beneficiaries. For many of these women, today marks not just the receipt of a kid, but the beginning of a new journey towards rebuilding their lives with dignity and purpose.
Welcome to Borno Restoration.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. As the longest serving speaker in Nigeria, talk to us on how you've been coordinating affairs of the house this long.
Thank you so much for this very important question. As a member representing Guzamala State Constituency since 2007 to date. So I became the Speaker of this Honorable House in 9 February 2012. As today I am clocking 13 years as Speaker of this Honorable House. Alhamdulillah, since I became the Speaker of this Honorable House, I have been getting tremendous support from my colleagues, that is the honorable members. We are 27 honorable members, 28 honorable members in the State House of Assembly. And always, even myself, I'm very much surprised because I have been seen from other states. In 4 years, they were going to change speaker 2 times, 3 times, 4 times even. But in Borno State House of Assembly, this is a history because since I became, I have never got any challenge from any of my colleagues. Today is my fourth term as Speaker of Borno State House of Assembly, because I am always have a very good relationship with my colleagues, that is the honorable members, and also I give them all the needed support to actualize their dream in terms of providing legislative duties in this House of Assembly. They too also give me 100% support to actualize all my dream in the Borno State House of Assembly. I can say just like family, not even we came from this side, or this side. We are here as a family because in Borno State, all the 28 honorable members of the Borno State House of Assembly are APC members. We don't have any opposition honorable member in the State House of Assembly. So that also helps to bring sanity and unity within the House. So my character is also, I'm very proud of it because all the honorable members, like we are seated here as brothers, not like colleagues. So always whatever we are doing, we have to consult ourselves. We have to sit down and discuss before we even go to the chamber. So that is the reason why you can see I have been achieving all what I have been doing in the State House of Assembly without any challenge.
Now, this speaks volumes of the relationship the legislature is having among themselves. Talk to us about the relationship of the legislature and the executive in the state.
In Borno State, we are all APC members. The governor is APC. The 10 House Representative members are APC. 3 senators are APC. Borno is 100% APC. So for this reason, we are all the same family. The relationship between the executive and legislative arm of Borno State government is very cordial because since our former governor, the single Senator Kashim Shettima, who is currently Vice President of this country, I have spent 8 years with him in the State House of Assembly, and very friendly to the House of Assembly as well. Even this current governor, Professor Babagana Umar Azulum, who succeeded Kashim Shettima in 2019, is also like brothers and sisters, like one family. Because even the governor, whenever he's doing anything, he will call us. He will call all the honorable members monthly. So there is no any rancor. Our relationship is very cordial, and also as a house, we are also always supporting him 100% in all what he's doing in the interest of the people of Borno State. And he also gives us tremendous support as a honorable member. So that is why in Borno State, the legislative and the executive arm of government are in very good shape and condition.
Now, let's talk about the bills that has been passed, by the Borno State Legislature. Serving this long, there have been several bills that have been passed. Talk to us about the key ones and that you're proud to say that it has been passed under your lead.
I have been presiding over the chamber of the Borno State House of Assembly for the last 13 years. So I cannot even count the terms of bill that I passed. It's too much. But in last term, that is the 9th assembly, now we are in 10th assembly. In 9th assembly, we passed about 68 bills and already assented by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Azulum. Even in this 10th assembly, we have passed about 12 to 13 bills. So among those bills, there are so many important bills that were passed, particularly creation of civilian JTF in Borno State, that is in 2013. So we are all aware that in 2013, 2012, 2014, 2015, we are in deep of Boko Haram in Borno State. Even in the city of Maiduguri, like somebody like you, journalist, somebody like me, a speaker, or somebody like member House of Assembly or House of Representative, or any rich man or any big businessman, you cannot even go to any occasion in Maiduguri. You cannot move anywhere. By 5 o'clock, everybody is in his house. So by creation of this civilian JTF bill, then the civilian JTF did their best to push out the Boko Haram to bush. That is how we got safe in the center city of Maiduguri. So I'm very proud of the bill that produced civilian JTF in Borno State. I know our military, they are doing their best, but they don't know who is who. They are strangers. They came from, some from Lagos, some from Kaduna, some from Jos. But they don't know who is who in Maiduguri. Who is Boko Haram, who is not Boko Haram, they don't know. But the civilian JTF that are indigenous of Borno State and they are living in the city of Maiduguri, they know who is Boko Haram and who is not Boko Haram. So by creation of this civilian JTF bill, we succeeded in pushing the Boko Haram outside of the city. Up to today, Maiduguri is, alhamdulillah, we are safe in the city of Maiduguri. And also, we are very proud of our civilian JTF. And that is the bill that I am always emphasizing on it. And I am very happy to create this bill. And I am very proud that I am the one who preside over the House of Assembly to pass this bill into law. And it was assented by His Excellency. Then the second bill that I want to also emphasize is that education trust fund. We are all aware that if you go around the city of Maiduguri, you can see so many schools built by the state government. Mega school, primary school, secondary school, even constructions of classrooms and dormitories in the federal university, the state university. So this education trust fund bill has contributed more to the development of education in Borno State. You can see so many buildings constructed by Education Trust Fund. And also not only the construction, they have also sponsored so many students to foreign countries to study health, study engineering, and education, and others, agriculture. So this Education Trust Fund bill is very important and also already on use, and our people were enjoying this bill tremendously. So I'm very happy because education is key to succeed. If there is no education, there is nothing. Without education, we cannot achieve anything. So that's why I also very happy to empathize the bill on the Education Trust Fund, as well as the bill that established Borno State University. So before, we are all aware that we have no state university. We have only federal university in Maiduguri. So you know, Maiduguri is very populated. Borno State is very populated. We have so many youths who want to read in the universities, but we have only federal university. Some of our students, children who are not getting admission from the federal university. So that's why we join hand with the executive and pass the bill to construct Borno State University so that our children have more access to study in university. So I'm very proud about this education bill. Then the third one is a Green Great Wall Bill. You know, Borno State, because of this insecurity, our bushes have been already devastated. So that is the reason why we passed this bill of Green Great Wall. So now His Excellency has already flagged up the planting of trees since last year, I think 2023. Every year, Borno State Green Great Wall was planting more than 5,000 to 10,000 trees within Borno State.
Yes, let's talk insecurity and the fight against insurgency. As a people representative, you are closer to the people, to the grassroots. Talk to us on what you think strategies that government can adopt, to fight this insurgency to the various minimum.
Alhamdulillah, the Borno State government and federal government, as well as the Nigerian military, are doing their best to curtail the situation of Boko Haram insurgency in Borno State. We are well aware that for the last 2-3 years, there are so many repentant Boko Haram. Some of them submit themselves to Nigerian military, some of them submit themselves to Borno State government, some of them also submit themselves to the Office of the National Security Advisor. So this is a very welcome development. I think if we continue to do that, I'm sure the issue of Boko Haram will be things of the past.
How about your local government that you represent? Time without numbers, you come out on the media to call on the federal government and the military to ensure that the local government you represent as the people of Guzamala local government are taken back to Guzamala. How is Guzamala now?
The issue of Boko Haram and the insecurity in Guzamala, as you said, my local government is the one of the most hit local government by Boko Haram. Still, my local government is like zero local government, because nobody there, no military, no any security personnel, no any law-abiding citizen right now officially seated in my local government, in the entire local government. You see, even myself, I have never been to my local government headquarters for the last 8 to 9 years, because it's no-go area up to now. So that's why I'm always appealing to Nigerian military, federal government, as well as the state government, to take necessary steps to bring sanity and peace to my local government. We have deliberated more on the security issues in Borno State, particularly Borno North Senatorial District. Yes, not only my local government alone, like Abadam local government, you see, we have military super camp there, but there is no civilian The military were there for more than 10 years. So I think this is not helping matters. So they have to do everything possible to bring civilian into Malpatri, that is Abadam local government, because Abadam local government is a farming local government with rice, onion, beans. It's agricultural land, vast agricultural land in Abadam local government, also abundant for over 10 years. So I'm also appealing to still the Nigerian military, the federal government, as well as state government, to take necessary action to restore sanity in Guzamala and Abadam. Even the other local government in northern Borno Senatorial District, about 10 local government, including my own local government and the Abadam, 10 local government in northern Borno. I think only the local government headquarters is accessible. Other communities are not accessible. Even the Mongono local government, which is the garrison town of the state, it's only the local government headquarters is accessible. About 40 to 60, I can say even 100 communities in Mongono local government, whereas not single community exists and accessible to civilian in Mongono local government, as well as even the other local government is also like this. So the security issue is not over. So we have to do more. Even the Borno Central, now if you want to go to Kalabalga local government, how do you go? If not through helicopter, only local government headquarters is accessible. Ngala local government also. Even Bama, you can see the second city in the state, second largest city in the state. Only Bama and Banki. There is no single community existing under Bama local government. So I think the issue of Boko Haram is not over. I'm appealing to the state, federal government, as well as Nigerian military to take more steps to ensure peace and stability in Borno State.
I think this call is necessary because recently the governor is also raising concerns about pocket of attacks, the resurgence of Boko Haram, and he wants the military to do more. So it means you are in line with what the governor is saying.
We also deliberated in the floor of the House to compliment the effort of His Excellency and also affirm what His Excellency has said on the issue of Boko Haram. There are so many attacks in Borno North, Borno Central, as well as Borno South. Even Borno South is not safe. Some of their local government like Damboa, and then Goza, Chibok, and some part of Biu local government. It's not safe. You cannot even go to, you can see here, and from here, Maiduguri, here to Biu. It's about 215 or 20 kilometers. You cannot follow this road without a military convoy. If you want to go to Biu, just a matter of 200 kilometers. Or if you go to Damboa, if you want to go to Damboa, just a matter of 80 kilometers. You have to follow about 640 kilometers before you reach Damboa or Biu. So it's very dangerous. So that is the issue of situation we found ourselves in Borno State, and we are appealing to federal government to do something urgently.
Now, if you could speak to every citizen of Borno directly right now, what are you going to tell them on governance? Where are we now and where we're going?
Where we are now is Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we thank Almighty Allah to have His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Marazilim, as Governor of Borno State. We have witnessed so many tremendous developmental projects in Borno State, not only the state capital. Every local government, except the local government that are not accessible. But any local government headquarters that accessible, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, has done his best. He has constructed hospitals, schools, roads, too numerous to mention. Alhamdulillah, he has done very well, and he is continuing to do it. He plugged up the 7.1 kilometers along Borno Express Junction to Mulai, and also flyover around post office. So he's always on project. So that is why we are calling him workable governor. So Alhamdulillah, I'm appealing to the people of Borno State to give him 100% support to actualize all what he needs and also what he good that he's doing to the people of Borno State. And as a House of Assembly Speaker and the House of Assembly members, we are always on support of him on all what he's doing to the people of Borno State.
Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abdul Karim Lawal, thank you for your time on Borno Restoration.
And that's the much we can take on this week's episode of Borno Restoration. Next week, it's going to be a fresh episode. Many thanks for watching. I am Justita Frida. See you next time. Bye-bye.